Hello, my name is Fang Yuan. I'm a researcher at Australian National University and also the ARC Centre of Excellence for All-sky Astrophysics. I grew up in China, and my first stargazing experience was actually during my high school when my geology teacher brought a telescope to the rooftop of my school and we watched some comets. So when I started, I didn't know what exact area of physics I was going to do. It wasn't until in the first summer that I had to find a research project that I joined this group, use robotic telescope to go after some of the most energetic explosions after the Big Bang. So I found it really interesting and I stayed on to do my thesis, and that's how I started in doing astrophysics. I love a lot of things about my job. Actually, the most important one to me, I think, are the people. So I wouldn't think I would be here doing astrophysics if it's not for the people that I worked with during my PhD and here in my group. So I enjoyed working with all of them, including the senior scientists and my peer graduate students, peer postdocs, and even the students. So I learn from them every day. Science is very exciting as well. I study stars exploding halfway across the universe. So these are extremely powerful explosions that allow us to study very cool physics that cannot be produced on the Earth. So the other thing I really like about this job is we actually get to do a wide range of different things. So we do a lot of research, and most of it involving sitting in front of a computer coding, but we also travel to telescope, to conferences. We give presentations to professional audience and also public, and we do science outreach. For example, what I'm doing here today. The more you get involved in, the more time it takes. So one of the most valuable skills that I think that I've learned throughout the years is how to manage multiple projects and manage my time, especially how to make the most out of the finite amount of time that I have. When I have a family, I have other responsibilities. So I said I worked with robotic telescopes. So they are controlled by computers. So of course computers are important, and I deal with lots of image data taken by these telescopes. And we all know that how fast computers have evolved in the last few years, so which is good for us because affordable workstation can actually do a lot for our science. But it also means that we have to learn continuously. I would say it is a challenge to keep up, but it's also a good thing because eventually it does make your life easier. There are a lot of opportunities to travel. For us who work with robotic telescope, actually we don't do much observing directly at the telescope, but we do go there, maintain the telescope, doing upgrades, and sometimes we go observing with bigger telescopes as well. And we go to conferences everywhere in the world. So I'm actually doing less travel now because I have a daughter and a family here, so it's getting difficult to travel. As everything in the real world, things don't always progress as you would expect, especially if we're working with new instruments. So there are times of frustrations, and how do we deal with that and how do we adapt? That's another important skill that we learn. Believe in yourself and be ready to take that challenge. So if you don't take that challenge, you will never know what you are capable of.